from Sitting Bull's camp near Fort Yates on the Standing Rock Indian Reservation, fleeing from the assassination and killing of Sitting Bull. The band came down here during the harsh winter, and that's the site that they stopped at. Just there was the moment of their surrender, following this trail, which is now a memorial highway. We're going all the way to the Wounded Knee Massacre site, which is also the site of the 1973 occupation. Yeah. So on camera we have Taylor Gunhammer, organizer with Dakota Rural Action, and who's generously offering his time and services to us to man the camera for our live stream. And it feels really kind of interesting to like have the political life and work life all showing up on my doorstep where I grew up. It's cool.
Sorry for the shakes, it is very windy.
Yeah. Next time we get a geo-stabilized gear. So what I was talking is like, you know, just do some narration. You can feel free and empowered to do some narration. Just tell people and remind folks about what's going on, because that's what Zoe would do. And so and then get folks just like take times to just get some feedback from people, interact. How you doing? Yeah, we're over here at Liberation Day. It's windy, but it's not super cold. We're very lucky. Yeah.
Land back. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna check on my phone and check in with Zoe real quick.
Hey, what? I don't know. You can wear it. I think it's like a new one. Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Do you have another piece of rope in your car?
Yeah. Long one or short one?
Shayla's gonna come up here and get it from you.
Little short piece?
Probably a longer one. You don't have to get it right now. You just wait. Dad, you don't have to get it now.
All right.
Hey Judith, happy Liberation Day.
Oh, it's a beautiful Liberation Day. The reason why we walk is because it's Liberation Day, and we have so much more to do. We have to protect sacred sites. We have to continue the work of our ancestors as we're walking towards our descendants. And until all sacred sites are protected, until we end the destruction of the fossil fuel industry, what they're doing to our land and water, our walk will continue. The movement will continue.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Hoka hey! Hoka hey!
How you doing today, Keith?
Hey, we're good, man.
Beautiful weather for the walk today.
Yeah.
A little bit windy for the recording.
Care to give some Liberation Day thoughts, Noah?
I mean, I think it's impressive as hell. So many of the leaders have passed, but we have just a big, if not bigger crowd of their kids, grandkids, students, you know, who 50 years later are involved with struggles across Turtle Island, across all facets, language rights, land rights, medical rights. You know, this is an amazingly powerful gathering. Ancestors made it a sunny day for us to walk, you know, to appreciate this company. And, you know, as we go, the numbers just keep growing, just like back then.
Right
Pretty
on.
amazing.
Where you from, Noah?
I live in Southwest Virginia in occupied Tutelo territory.
You came all the way out here, huh?
Came all the way out here in honor of my sister Olowan Martinez and my teacher Doc Rosen.
Huh. Well, we're grateful you came out here to see us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate your hospitalities and your beautiful homelands.
guard on a stop.
Yeah, the walk's gonna stop at Keeley, so.
Get in a little bit. Car's coming.
Then we'll
What's up, bro?
Alright,
Watch out. Get that sign.
How you doing there, sir?
Hi.
Care to give us some thoughts on Liberation Day?
It's a great celebration of amazing demonstration and occupation that took place 50 years ago. We're just glad to be here.
Oh, right on. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
What's today about?
Liberation Day. For the people.
Are you from here in the
Yeah,
community?
here. Yep. Yeah, from here.
Do you have any family at the occupation?
Father-in-law, uncles, aunties, faculty, a lot of people.
How does it feel to be here every year?
It feels good because if it wasn't for AIM, we wouldn't have Lakota in classrooms, we wouldn't have sweat lodges, ceremonies, long hair, you know, just being native. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for AIM.
90% done. Well, they functionally had stopped because
Oh, thank you.
they've done the work.
Leonard Peltier.
Also, Free Leonard, though.
3,000 gaps.
Good job.
It was part of his
Oh, hi. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah,
Okay. It's right behind you.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
So, what does today mean for you?
Well, it's remembrance for me. Every year that we do this, just remembering those ones that passed on and sacrificed their lives. And for the sacrifice of the people here in Oglala country. You know, so that's what I get out of this. It's just a lot of remembrance and the feeling of, or the unity that still exists out there. That feeling brings me joy. So that there's still AIM chapters out there all over the world, all over our country.
And this is Michelle Means.
Oh, I'm Michelle Means.
So do you partake in the walk every year?
No, I don't. I have now and then. I did a lot when my dad was alive. And then when my dad passed, it was really hard for me to, come around, I guess. And, when my uncles and my dad are all gone, it's just, I don't know, it's hard for me. Missing them, even today, or even yesterday when I was visiting people, people that were connected to him and gave some insight and some information to me that I didn't know. So it's always a learning experience too when I come here. I learn something new every time somebody comes up. We learn from each other, I guess, or just like just now, we were reminiscing on the longest walk, when we met and some of those incidents I didn't even remember. So it's good to touch base with long-time AIM people too. So, but yeah, I have it for a long time. I wasn't here last year, and so yeah, I'm here today. But I live on the Pine Ridge Reservation. I teach in the schools. The sad thing is that our children aren't here. So our schools aren't here. And this is their history. And they're not here.
Yeah, that's interesting that you say that, because I wasn't taught about this until I got older, and I went to school at Pine Ridge High School. So we're not, oftentimes our rich history that's here is kind of left out.
Exactly. And that we're trying to change that white man mentality, but it's been in our schools for so long, and it's even affected our own people, the lateral oppression that happens here. So, but I'm here today, and maybe because it's the 50th.
So does this year feel different for you, or what made the difference for you to come out this year?
Because I knew that a lot of people would come, because it's the 50th, from all over. But I also knew that I'll get to see people I haven't seen in a long time. And the other thing that's really hits hard for me is it was 50 years ago. Time has passed. And things have changed. But just like the schools, they're still not learning about this. So that's what appalls me about all of this. So I'm going to, now that I'm in a principal position, I have the authority to do some of the things I always wanted, and I'm bringing some of this stuff to our school. That's the plan. So we're going to have a demonstration and invite other schools to come over. And it doesn't have to be on this certain day, but we can still celebrate the 50 years throughout the year. So
it's powerful, and I think you bring up a good point that it's about community as well. So when you come to these and you get to see people that you haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
And sorry, I don't think we got to properly introduce. So can you state your name and just who your family is, who your tioshba is?
My name is Michelle Means. My mother is Betty Cinco from Hopi, and my father was Russell Means. He passed away 12 years ago, going on 13. It seems like yesterday, but anyway, I come from the feather. The matriarch part of our family comes from the feather, and she was Dakota. And so my grandfather was Walter Means, and he went to school in Pine Ridge. He was one of the players that was the first team to go to the state tournament. It's on the banner in our school. So my grandpa, the paternal part, the foundation is here. I have a lot of relatives.
All right, well, thank you so much, Michelle, and thank you for giving us your time today.
Yes, always, and I'm glad you're learning about this stuff, and I'm sorry you didn't get to learn it in
It's okay.
Pine Ridge.
This is where the change starts, though.
Yeah, it does. You gotta keep it going.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So what does today mean for you?
Today means everything for me. It makes me happy for my people. It means that my people always stand strong and we're recognized. You know, we will always stand for people. It's always been about people. You know, I'm happy too.
What's your name? Sorry, I didn't get
My name is Josie McReynolds. Yeah, I was born and raised up out here, so this is my homeland.
Oh, okay. So do you live out here or did you travel to?
No, I just moved back 2 months ago, but I've been born and raised here my whole life. So, yes, this is my homeland.
So do you come out every year for this?
Yeah, actually, I'm excited. This is the second year I had made it, and it's bigger this year than it was last year. So it's really exciting to see different people in different tribes, for sure.
Did you have any family that was part of the...
Yes, actually, my aunties are part of the warrior women behind Wounded Knee, you know. They were actually, my grandpa was Leonard Product, so he gave them 2 owl feathers, and they snuck in at night through the trails, backpacks full of flour, sugar, milk, everything. So they got in there with owl feathers my grandpa had given them. They said they led the way in the dark. So, yeah, my whole family's been involved with AIM, and I don't think it really has a movement. It's just something that I always see my people stand and speak up and fight for. I didn't know it had a name until I got older.
Yeah, so it's more like a way of life.
Yeah, it was a way of life for the people, you know. We'd rather give up your life for the people and what's going on than to continue to go forward. You know? 'Cause I know we all see what we're seeing in the world. So.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Pine Ridge.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we're with NDN. Events like this just bring in voices and art. Well, it was nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
They're scared. Representation of how we have to stand. So, representation.
You probably just have blame.
Don't worry, don't.
I agree with you. And I've been through, No, and I'm going to something. I'm going to tell you something. I know that. Some of the people.
A lot of people have their own and it's hard to get everybody.
Didn't see what you think nowadays. Maybe we don't even know who they are.
It's positive for us, like for sure.
It's just an intertribal song, but during Standing Rock occupation, or whatever you want to call it, Red Pond got locked up. So I sang that song and I call it the Red Pond song. And I sang it every day until she got out. So, sing it every morning. And I still sing it. I sing it for water protectors, but that's what I call a red pond song. Is there anybody that would like to use my drum and crack one out? Right here, ready to go.
Anybody
Come on, don't be shy. We're all relations. We're all related. Don't be afraid to jam out in front of your people.
Anybody wish to say anything? Come on over here. Let our people. You want to talk? What tribe you're from? Maybe introduce yourself. Come on over here. Let's how you from. I know there's other tribes. I know. Remember, so if you want to wish to talk, let's how you from. Come on over here.
Now, this is the time. This is the place.
Here, let's say no. Come on. Let's say let the sun right there.
I'll stand with you.
Oh yeah.
My name is Marcella Gilbert. Some of you know me. This is my brother Travis and my sister Michelle. We were part of the We Were Remembered Survival Group. We used to live in Porcupine. And we moved down here because Sarah Thunderhawk offered for our survival school to live on her land in Porcupine. So we moved our school down there. So we lived here for about 5 years. And because we were close to the massacre site and the site of the occupation that happened in 1973, we did a lot of things to honor our ancestors and our Wounded Knee vets. So one of the things that we did is we started this walk. And we started from Porcupine and we did it on Thanksgiving Day. And we would walk cross country. And we would only take water and we fasted. And so we would, do the cut across and get into Wounded Knee, the site of the massacre. We'd spend some time at the mass grave. We'd sing the AIM song and maybe do some prayers. We were all young. We were teenagers. And so we would do that, and then we would come back to our survival school, and some of us would be there cooking. So when they got back, we would eat. So I just wanted to share with you how this started. The other thing that our school did is we had survival school gatherings here in Porcupine. We invited survival schools from all over, because there were several back then. And they would come here and we would gather and talk about what was happening in the lands that everybody came from. So there was a lot that we got to do while we were here, and I appreciate all of the people who live here and let us be here, because it was a really good experience for us. And we also started the Run for Freedom from here. We would run from Porcupine to Sioux Falls, and that was a prayer run. And we would pray, we would carry a staff, and it was a prayer run, so we ran from here to Sioux Falls, and we prayed for all our prisoners. Because back then, there weren't a whole lot of our Indian people in prison, but many of our movement people were in prison, and it was a political situation. They were in prison because they were AIM, not because they did any crime. And so we would do this run from Porcupine to Sioux Falls every year that we lived down here. And again, we had the support of the people, so I just wanted to share that with you all while we're here today. I appreciate you all being here. Bopila.
I do want to say one thing, and I want to thank again the people for allowing us to be here and continue this on like every year. And some of you have been here almost every year. And I appreciate that because I'm not here all the time. I'm here, but I live here, but I don't participate every year in the walk. But I do want to say something. And because my sister here talked about how it started, it was a prayer walk. We walked in prayer and also to remember. When we went to those grave sites, it was to remember those people that gave their lives at Wounded Knee. So that's what it was about. Reach out to as many people as I can, and if you look around, there's only a few of our children here. And I work in the schools because I'm trying to change that urban white mentality that they teach our children. So I finally am an administrator now at one of our schools, but the reason why schools aren't here is because of the guns. And that's why my school couldn't participate. Because, now remember, back then, Mark was part of that. We were all, some of us were here when in the beginning. We never walked with our guns because it was a prayer walk. And so I just want to remind you people, and you might have, I don't know, over time, you've developed these significant things why you carry your guns. But that's not what it was about in the beginning. And that's why a lot of our young people aren't here. Every year they're saying, can you please tell them so our schools can participate? But they can't participate when there's guns. And I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And so if I'm advocating and trying to get our youth here so they could learn their own history, we need the help from you also. But I do want to thank you for all the things that you do here and to keep this struggle going and to fighting for our rights and our people. Wopila.
Hold on. He's going to let me walk along. Go ahead.
Rachel Thunder. I said hello and thank you. My name is Rachel Thunder. I'm Plains Creek, Nihio, Treaty 8. We came here, this is Vinny Dion. We came here from American Indian Movement based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an honor to be here. And I was really hoping to walk this year. Normally I walk from the south. I have an injury, and so Vinny's walking here on the northern route. But I just wanted to share a few words because I saw the Free Leonard Peltier sign. This past fall in 2022, as the American Indian Movement, we walked 1,103 miles, beginning on September the 1st in Minneapolis, and we walked all the way to Washington, D.C. That walk was a prayer for our elder, Leonard Peltier, who's been held unjustly. He's the longest held indigenous political prisoner for almost 5 decades, for 48 years. And we walked in a way that they weren't going to be able to not hear us, that they wouldn't be able to hear our words, feel our thoughts, feel our prayers, hear our drums. And that walk, similar to a lot of other walks that started with dreams and through ceremony. There were dreams that came to me, and I would be in Leonard's prison cell with him. And he would always be sitting on his bed with his face in his hands, and he wouldn't say anything. But in all these dreams, I would always tell him to not worry, that his people were coming to get him, that the American Indian Movement was coming to get him. And so I just want to remind everybody to keep him in your thoughts and in your prayers. Right this government that exists here. Right your tribal nations. We need to get everybody together, unified, before it's too late. Because if they let him die there in that prison, they're making a big mistake. And I think they're going to see a side of our people that they don't want to see, that they haven't seen in a while. So, and then, you know, I wanted to share a little bit about what's going on in Minneapolis. It's not a coincidence that, you know, for me, spiritually, that the city of Minneapolis has scheduled demolition today for the Root Depot, which is part of the arsenic triangle in Minneapolis, in our native communities there. The city wanted to demolish this building, release all this arsenic into our communities, just 2 blocks from Little Earth. And so on the 21st, we began an occupation there to stop that demolition. The Minneapolis Police Department came, over 100 police officers, and raided our camp. We were there with ceremony. We were there peacefully, prayerfully. We started with a sunrise ceremony. We filled our pipes, put our teepees up, lit a spirit fire. And yet they still want to paint us as anarchists, as protesters. But through that occupation and going to city council, we were able to win a court hearing, which is why we're able to be here today. We stopped the demolition.
Hey.
So that's a fight there that, you know, your brothers and your sisters we're fighting for the people. You know, none of these battles are lesser or greater than any of the others, because they're all for our people and for all people, for the betterment of all of our future generations, from all nations and all walks of life, and for our Mother Earth. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Anybody else? You know what's happening in the house. It's open. You want to...
It was a little bit cold in the morning.
Coming from Palestine, this is the Palestinian flag. We come here in solidarity with, and we are now honored to be here in solidarity with you, because the Palestinians are subjected to the same policies that your people have been subjected to in the past and in the present. And our enemy, Israel, unfortunately, is heavily funded by the United States government. So, if you don't know about our struggle, you know, just look up. And because I think that our ancestors, you know, carry the weight of history on their shoulders that is very similar to the ones that you're carrying. And so this is why we're here for this walk, and we are now very honored to be here.
One more speaker, then we'll go. They call us, we are indigenous people. Then we are something else. 500 years or better, America don't know what we are. You know, you have your own indigenous language. Who's going to speak here? And you heard about how this walk began. You heard about the history of this walk. Doshka started. You heard about that. You heard about Leonard out here. You heard about Palestine. That's people, but this is the time for you to come and speak. Well, to talk about the guns, I don't have nothing to say about that. They got a committee, and they just tell that situation. You know, so one thing I'll tell you, in the 1868, 1852 Fort Laramie treaties, we have the rights to carry, we never surrender our firearm, we have the rights to carry that firearm. It's by treaty law. It's an organization, but we have to follow what if you want to be with the American Indian movement, Malahan, everywhere, the big cities out there, you know, start your chapters, you know, start them over there. I was told to say that, so start them over there. Each depends on wherever you're from, start your chapter. Instead, if you want to keep staying alive, just so you have to start the chapter and start helping the people, the urban people that live in the city, you know. You gotta help them out. You know, that's where it's really needed. And on a reservation here too, you know. And those of you, I think we're gonna have a 2-day meeting in Perry Wynn's Casino to coordinate that. Go ahead. You know, Ochechi Shakoli is going to 7 Council Fire. They're gonna have a meeting over there. An hour travel cost. Okay. $410 million, then another 600 million and so many dollars. What happened? Okay. Right here on this reservation. I don't know about Crow Creek. I don't know about the others. Right here. And the second of all, they use COVID-19 to control us. You see, they use that. COVID-19. That was a deadly disease. How come it escaped from the top? How did it escape? How come Congress and the politicians are so worried about COVID-19? Huh? Is it going to be the health people or the doctors? No. And they control us with that. And I'm sorry for those of you who get that sold yourself to the trial COVID-19 for the $1,000. I'm really sorry. I am sorry about that. They call that do and starve. Okay? They offer you that $1,000 to get your vaccination, so you did. You know why people are falling all of a sudden? You see what happened to the football player? Huh? That's vaccination, man. I didn't get it. I believe in Pukashila. I believe in the Chalupa. I believe in the 4 directions and Creator and Mother Earth. I didn't get it. I wish I want to bring that up when we're here. Oh, and then, you believe in this way. You want to go on the red road, stand 2 feet on the red road. Don't just drag your feet along. One day, when it turns to dirt, the professionals are going to know that, not me. Okay? What's this in I want to bring this in, and no blocking them. What's that? Anybody else? Oh, no, we're going to all staff up there, the same thing. We're going to muzzles off. Get your staff, your flags. And now we're going to continue on. Below. Get your flag, careful. Let's go. Flag, staff, carriers, and the front.
How we get down the hill.
walk or would drive? It'd be nice if you could get ahead and walk up one more time. I guess so.
All right.
Go ahead. Just gonna put it.
Yep. Look, our sign.
All right, I'm gonna hop off the call here, but I'll call you back in a minute. All right. So, have all this. Save. We have like 5 pounds of beef jerky, but save me some of them. Are you guys cold?
I'm just getting a break from the wind is all.
Do you want me to turn up the heat high, or is it good where it's at?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Jake, look at them irons. Audio is live. We're here. We're gonna try to pop ahead of the march so we can get a better video for y'all. This is the Wounded Knee 1973 50th anniversary. Today is Liberation Day, where we celebrate Wounded Knee. We actually have some Palestinian allies who are marching with us and having their flags. This is the march from Porcupine, Pahe Sente, Al-Wati, and Porcupine. Our folks out here, this part of the march is armed in honor of recognizing this was an armed conflict. Get your own. And now we are talking to the grandson of one Russell Means. You're on live, bro. What do you have to say?
Radical day. Be radical.
This is the day we take off our police uniforms and be Aimsters, right?
Don't exist.
Ah, he used to be a cop.
I did it so our people may live.
And that's about as much conversation we're going to have with that. We're going to go over here and get a cropping shot and get y'all back some more information. This is a friend of mine, Mr. Charging Crow, one of the phenomenal singers and also the grandson of Russell Means. He's a really good guy, and we're just trying to get ahead to get y'all a better shot of the march.
Little person. Hey, Nissa.
Yeah.
So, it's your turn. Tell us about your experience with Liberation Day, your feelings about it.
So with my experience, I was born and raised here on Pine Ridge Res, and I'm from Pine Ridge community. And growing up being in school, we weren't necessarily taught about what today was. So Michelle Means was actually vice principal at my school whenever I was in school. And so a lot of like what I learned was just from like hearing her speak of it, and just kind of in passing. So growing up, it was knowledge that I had to seek out because we weren't taught in schools. So the school that I went to was a BIA school, and graduating from Pine Ridge High School, I had to seek a lot of this knowledge myself. And so to be here and to celebrate this and to, you know, understand and know the rich history that is here on my homelands that, you know, like I cross and I pass every day. It's liberating to know that, you know, this has happened, and I feel that it's important for us to cover stuff like this so that we can teach the next generations. And for me, it's my younger siblings, and to teach them about it and to, you know, hopefully help them participate in it. Right now they're in school, and yeah, so for me it's just a matter of bringing back our traditions and liberating our people. And yeah, so it's always an honor to be a part of this.
How did you go about getting started with learning about this stuff? So maybe other people can do it.
Listening more to my elders, and listening more to and asking more questions, and I guess just being more curious about it. It really it made me want to learn more about it for the fact that we weren't taught it in school. So
yeah.
And so for me, it was just asking and listening to the stories that are told. So being here and listening to our elders speak of what was actually going on here because they were here. That's important to me, is just to be able to listen and to learn.
Let's get a fist bump for the Oyate. Boom. Alright, here they come. Look at those beautiful flags in that wind. Can't buy that. Why we have guns? Because we're not joking.
So hi, do you want to just state your name, who you are, who your Tioshba is?
Well, we come from Sioux City, and this is my Uncle Mel. So it's really about him, Melvin Lee.
Melvin Lee.
Yeah.
So he was here?
Well, he's kind of like the Indian Forrest Gump. And you could look him up, Melvin Lee Houston.
Melvin Lee Houston.
Yeah, and whatever video you can find, or anything you can find on him, just times that by 10. That's the kind of guy he was. He dedicated his life to Indian cause all over Turtle Island and South America. And, he was that guy for the people, but he was also our family hero. So he passed away in April, and so that's why we're here today. Let's keep it going for him.
So what does today mean for you, being here and seeing the community being part of this?
Well, for me, it's about our family, about relatives we lost, and freedom. You know, everything that he dedicated his life for. You know, just the freedom to pray. It's about that for me. Walking in prayer and then helping me with grief and thinking about him the whole time and hearing him in my ear and yeah, more of a healing walk this time, just kind of staying in prayer, being quiet, listening. They were talking about guns and the kids, wanting to bring the kids, and because the guns are here, there's no kids. But guns are a part of our lives. And he was a big advocate for gun safety. So if we don't teach them, someone's gonna. So if they want to bring the kids, then maybe we should set up some tables and have gun safety and teach them the right way. Because guns are a part of our life. So.
I like that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because instead of just turning your back on it, you know, we know the problem. That was his thing.
Yeah.
We know the problems. He would always say, what's the solution? So he was big on that. And if you look into Melvin Lee Houston, you'll find a bunch of footage of him talking. He was very articulate. He was just an all-around good guy. He's a big man, too.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing his story. Nice to meet you, too.
Look at that line of cars. Believe it or not, it's kind of a tough walk, especially with a heavy old camera. Not complaining though. Just saying. Bro, it's spilling the tailgate. I know, there's a chair in there. I could come out here and just film these hills all day. That would be just fine. Where do I apply for that job? £1 ish together. Yeah. Getting a repetitive stress injury, aka a workout.
Hey, Mark said, get in.
Bro?
Hold on. We'll take it to the top.
Okay.
You can get in the front.
Alright folks, bear with us.
Jump in there. All right, stay to the outside. Get some of that footage.
Yeah.
Slow, go slow.
Look at that. Now we're doing it.
Now you're silent. 360 panoramic view.
What's up, other people? Happy Liberation Day! Wakanya. There they go right there. Hey.
Right here, boy.
Alright. Not gonna lie, that part was a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
You doing, Judge?
My face got windburn from today.
In general, all
The wind's all in my eyes, so it looks like I'm just emotional on this march. Just the moment got me. The moment in the wind.
Slow down. Slow the pace, front line. Slow the pace.
Who was that?
back those memories of really helping in part of this, and being part of this. That eventually I learned so much from being here. I was a lawyer, one of the first lawyers to get here. And I managed to enjoy being with the people, learning from them while I was helping them in this fight. So it just brings back those memories. When I saw Madonna, I just choked up. She was the one keeping me in line in the office. And it was, I mean, it's just very emotional. And it's also important to understand, I mean, how AIM has been so important on this resolution, which I was here for the 20th and did this. So I'm back 30 years later. It's the spirit and the strength of AIM is very important to see again. No, I just came out on the 20th and the 50th because I didn't know if there was stuff going on, so this was kind of, I mean, my last chance. I'm 75, so it's my last chance to be here for you. I can do it when I'm 85. And I think so. The organization, Wounded Knee Legal Defense and Offense, several of us here, I think we talked. So it was a chance to meet them again. Find out what each of us have been doing in order to be involved in various struggles. When they had stopped allowing food to come in, we got a court order from us to take food in, and the federal judge, and then we tried to bring it in, and we were stopped by a police squad. We had a U.S. Marshal with us, one, and then there were 20 guys with guns. They stopped the car, pointed their guns at us, and took all the food out. So we had gone in before to find out their needs were, and they had children in there, and so then they took all that food. So, you know, you just saw, and I was living in the Boston area at that time, so I went back and helped set up a support committee back there, which we raised funds and publicized this and everything. Then I came back in the fall for another 6 weeks to work on pre-trial stuff for defendants and continued with the support activities. So, you know, it certainly changed my life, but I think I was, you know, because I was ready to come anyway, it didn't take much pushing. And I miss my Patriots who were involved too. Thank you. Yeah, some, because the people, the women who are here were mostly involved. They were living on the rest for a year or two, doing work, and so they know more people than I do. So they're introducing more people. I remember the stories and so. I'm following the law this Oh, how beautiful! Thank you, thank you, thank you. from. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Okay. That's great. Where are you based? Yeah, good. Yeah, we went by the old office. Remember, down the street from the office.
I brace it against my fat belly, so I'm trying to carry it with my weak arms.
You should get another strap and just lean it on your stomach. Looks like you got a workout in her, huh?
It's the rig we got today.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this guy gets it.
Stretch out.
Maksudnya capek, opi, lancar. Masih dia minta. Mike Melkart, Dennis Banks. They all had their ceremony at the Rosebud Fair. And that's where I got my Lakota name. Chuck, that will be weird to forget. I come to this walk and activities every year. And I kind of get up there to be walking, so I might Hollywood it from here.
I see you leading the way though, you're setting the pace or sprinting.
I want to thank you guys for interviewing me, and I am from the Deska
So you said that you're here every year, a part of this every year, so what changes have you seen in the movement over the years?
Well, over the years, I've seen people participating more, and this year was kind of, I don't know if it was the way it was supposed to be, or it kind of went like territorial, political. I mean, the activities went their own ways, and then prior to that, everything was in Porcupine and Wounded Knees. But it was good turnout to see other, like Minnie Luzama and them all participating. And this year we had a talk on the hill that schools want to participate, but because of the guns, they couldn't. So maybe next year we'll have more children, more takojas in the walk. And there's just the people. We're losing a lot of elders. It's good to see everybody here every year.
Yeah, there's a good turnout this year. It's beautiful to see. Have you, over the years, what have you taken away from being a part of the walk?
I've, for one thing, I got a year's exercise. And then I always push myself to walk because I don't know, why the Uchi's and Tui's gave me the last name, and I just participate and I enjoy it every year. It brings your spirit up. To see a lot of the natives, our Lakota people here, brings up your spirit and know that you're Lakota and you're a part of, your family was a part of this history.
Thank you, and you're a fluent Lakota speaker, and I've known that I've learned a lot from you just being around you, and so I think it's important that we keep having these interviews, that you share your story, and so thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lisa. Hi. We're live streaming with NDN Collective. Hi. So, what does it mean for you to be a part of today's walk, this weekend's events?
It brings it home, especially during these times that my people are facing, outright massacres at the hand of Zionist occupation. Today, 2 days ago, and yesterday, there's been settlers who have been burning Palestinian homes right after conducting a massacre. The army has conducted a massacre back home, killing 11 people. And after that, you know, herds of Jewish settlers broke into the town, and they continued to burn homes and cars and, you know, of Palestinian residential areas. So with all the pain that I carry in my heart, you know, thinking about my people right now during these really difficult times, I also think about the people of this land, you know, the struggle that they've carried on their shoulders, and they continue to carry up to this moment, living under settler colonialism. You know, this U.S. government, which also heavily funds Israeli and Zionist colonialism back home. So this means a lot to me, and it's the least I can do to honor the ancestors and to also uplift the fight and remember what the American Indian movement has done. And, you know, I keep quoting Russell Means when he said every policy that the Palestinians endure in the occupied territories have been practiced on the American Indians in this land. So, yeah, bringing these struggles together, honoring them, and showing solidarity during these times is really vital. That's right. So, how many of you came out? There's only me, actually. Yeah, I happen to be here. I've been here for the past 6 months, so spending time with amazing Unshis and Madonna Thunderhawk, Big Spotted Eagle, and others. So I do research on comparative settler colonialism, Palestine, Turtle Island, and that's part of the reason I'm here. But before research or anything else, it's about home, it's about the struggle, it's about the, you know, the belief that we carry in our hearts, you know, for the homeland, for the struggle, for return, for Palestinians, but also for indigenous people everywhere. So yeah, I'm here with my partner, Mateo, and there's a friend who lives in Rampage, Jessica, so I've come out here today.
We'll all get our land back.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks.
Inshallah, we all get our land back.
Yes.
Please with rifles on the side of the flag, on the outside. Guard up!
I forgot her name. I don't know.
What's up? Yeah, free. Walk on to NDN, much up here. English name, Lori Big Crow, Lakota. I'm from the Big Crow, Trace Thunder family. We're here to support our relatives, our ancestors.
Perfect coming, perfect. Move to the right, move to the right. Move inside, inside. My good one over.
I like that.
Oka.
That's all I gotta say.
Dake Yase.
Right on. Oh.
Good job, wow.
through when you get there.
Back into the line!
Yeah.
Sometimes slow it down. Slow it down, drop. Drop, huh? Going up the hill.
Yeah, that's
Right
right.
Oh, hi, Mar. Nah, let's just get through it. Let's just get through it.
Yes. And if you don't know who the in one school district. By the police.
Have you saw a tag in Porcupine? What was it?
head to that grave over there. So, and I think they're almost there. I think they're there now. So when we get closer, I'm pretty sure it's like an ainstone here for that. We all know the ainstone, you know. So when we get closer, they always said, when we get closer, let's all sing the ainstone. They always say that, you know. Remember, staff carriers, lead on, lead us on. We're going to stop, and we're just, I don't know what's the agenda. I think maybe the Porcupine one of these schools to start. I don't know. But they're all going to meet over there. I had some queuing there. Hello, now. We're going to say the prayers up there. Remember, they did that for 1890 massacre. They're still running it. You have the story. We're going to do it for all of them. The past aim, the past leaders, the past everything. We're going to do it for everybody. Then hopefully you guys carry it on. Learn to step up and take responsibility. Learn to do that. Take up, you know. Some of you, your parents left you someplace, you know, learn to take it up and move on. Because if you don't take it up and move on, who will? What the heck? Look, I never thought all the leaders were going to leave. Never thought that. They're all gone. See? They're all gone. Now I'm here. How long do I need to go? I don't know. One of these days I will join them also too. I will. My hand will talk about somebody to take responsibility for the young ones and for the days of life, for the Sundance and everything. You have to take responsibility. You have to learn, to walk the red road in a good way. You have to learn to do that. What's how we're going to go in? We're going to do a ceremony up there. As we walk, remember who you walking with. Who you walking with. Remember, right here, who you walking with. It's not for yourself, but who are you walking with? See? Right here. Exactly, but when we get closer, I know you boys sing out there. I know you guys are singers. But when we get closer, we're going to sing the aim song as we go up and do that. Okay, oh here, boy, let's go.
Run up!
Yep.
Flag, staff, right.
Really?
After these messages, we'll be right back. You've been watching Indian Collective doing our live streaming coverage of the Wounded Knee 50th anniversary and Liberation Day. Thank you very much. We'll all see you soon.